figures of speech, and I'm going to be sharing the screen quickly so that we can put down the details about the figures of speech. Yeah, the topic is English. I mean, the subject is English. The topic is figures of speech. Figures of speech. So before I write anything, have you heard anything about figures of speech before? Any one of you?
Good.
Oh, Isaiah, have you?
No, sir.
Okay, Bella, have you heard something like this before?
No, sir.
Okay, just listen. When you're talking about figures of speech, let's come to what figures are in the real sense. Figures are digits, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You can say figure 5 or whatever. So when you see figure as 5, when it's written, let me, for example, if I want to write it, I'm going to write figure 5. I think connect. So if I write 5 in figure, not in words, the moment you see the 5, you will be able to know that, oh, this is 5. I just write something like this. This is a figure. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it's different from if I write FIVE. It's a word. So figures of speech is like a way of representing speech, whereby it is not a direct word. This is not a word. It's not a direct word, but the interpretation of that word that matters. For example, if I am going to talk about that I am hungry, maybe I've not eaten for a few hours or days, and so I'm hungry, and I'll say, oh, I can eat the whole house. The question is, am I really gonna eat the whole house? Yes, I'm waiting. If I'm hungry and I say, yes, I'm so damn hungry that I can eat the whole house. So am I gonna really eat the whole house? No. But I've just used those words to let you know that I'm really hungry. So that's a figure of speech there. Is that fitting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So let me give us the main definition of figures of speech so that you can get going. Yeah, look at this. Now, what are figure of speech? So you can put down the notes as you listen, because I will soon move it in order to avail us of more content of the class. Yeah, Ngozi, you are welcome. Can you hear me? Ngozi, I'm talking to you. Settle down, please.
Okay.
All right. Good morning. How are you? All right. So it is an integral part of any language. The word integral simply means it's a main part, it's an important part of any language. Because we use language to communicate. We use language. So we say it's an integral part of any language. Very important part. So figure of speech. Any language without figure of speech might find it difficult to make some sense when it comes to some usage of words. So which are used extensively, not in our day-to-day speech. No, you should take note of that figure of speech is not used in our day-to-day, but it's used on special occasions to interpret some words. So it's not used in our day-to-day speech. That is, it's not frequently used. But also, as in, not only used in our day-to-day. That's what I'm saying there. So not only used in our day-to-day speech, but it's not that we use it every day. No, we don't use it every day. But it's used in written text and oral literature, and that is the main point there. Ngozi, I'm hearing you outside. So it's actually used in written text, convey some meanings, and because I'm hearing background noise, I think from yeah. So it's not used in our day-to-day speech, but it could be used there. It's mainly used in written text and oral literature to convey meaning, hidden meaning of words. So with that, you know what figure of speech is, and these are words or phrases used in distinctive way, that is in a very definite way, to produce a rhetorical effect. Rhetorical effect that actually the meaning of what you're saying is not compulsory to be in a direct effect statement you're looking at. For example, when I said I am hungry, I can eat the whole house, it doesn't mean I can eat the whole house. But I am hungry is used day-to-day activity. But say I'm hungry, can eat the whole house. That doesn't mean I can eat the whole house. To say in a very simple term, figure of speech. Figure of speech is a phrase whose actual meaning is different from its literal meaning. I want all of you to say this. You say figure of speech is a phrase. Say that after me, please.
Figure of speech. Figure of speech is a statement.
It's a phrase. Figure of speech is a phrase whose actual meaning
Whose actual meaning
is different from its literal meaning.
From its literal meaning.
Can you say that again now? Figure of speech is a phrase.
Figure of speech is a phrase.
It's a phrase whose actual meaning is different from its literal meaning. So, before you continue, Bella, what do you think that means?
That the meaning of what you are saying is not actually what it means.
Okay, the meaning of what is written is different. It can be different from what you actually mean, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you guys can continue now. So, like I said, figure of speech is phrase, etc. So when you use those words that is different from what you're seeing, the meaning actually, for example, like I said I'm hungry, I can eat the whole house. Yeah, I can eat the whole house, the language that you see every day, but the meaning is not it's a different meaning entirely. Figures of speech are developed and expressed through a variety of different rhetorical techniques. All of us use different figures of speech in our daily conversation, both deliberately and subconsciously. So we use it in our conversation. We could be deliberate about it, and we could just use it without knowing that we're using a figure of speech. So those are the points to take note of there. I think we can continue now. Please put that down as fast as possible so that we can move on to examples on the figure of speech. And there are different kinds of figure of speech. There are different names for different figures of speech. So, but if we talk about using figure of speech, we said it's an integral part of our language. Yeah. How can we definitely say that it's very important? Of what use is figure of speech of what is. We're going to see that in the next time. So, yeah, importance of using figure of speech. Number one, it enhances your writing and content. For example, metaphors add important details to make the writing more relatable to the readers. Talking about comparison or direct comparison now. Idioms help to improve, it helps to express complex ideas in short space. Then also makes the content presentable and more enjoyable to the writers, and even the reader. Most of the time, when you use, you may use these words as a sarcastic response or just to demonstrate your command of the language that you're able to, speak the language fluently. So that is what figure of speech is talking about there. So once you're through with this, we're going to look into the types of figure of speech. We're going to look into the types of figure of speech. Joanne, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay. So just let me know once you are through, so that we can move on to the next thing we have there. So I think you are getting the meaning of figure of speech.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ngozi, I can't see you. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So, like we said, it's a figure of speech, integral part of any language. It's used to. We do not just only use it day to day, but it's also used in written and oral literature, written text and oral literature. These words are phrases that are used to, to produce rhetoric effect. And the actual meaning of the words you see might be different from the meaning of the content of the word. Like I said, I'm hungry, you can eat the whole house. Doesn't mean I want to eat the whole house. I'm just using it to produce effect, to the level of hunger that I'm experiencing. I would say, what is the importance of figure of speech? You have an importance here. So it enhances your writing and content. Makes the beauty come out. When you make use of proverbs, to bring in more meaning than the literal word. So, like metaphor is an example. Metaphor add details, important details that make the writing more relatable to the reader. I just looked at somebody and I said, at that point, the boy had to become a lion. So that doesn't mean the boy is going to become a lion, but just talking about that, the boy is exhibiting or had to exhibit the character of a lion. He talks about boldness, ferocity, fierceness. So I think I'm going to clean the first part there up. So that we can move on to examples now. To types of figure of speech. there is a wide range of different types of figure of speech that are used in our daily communication. So we are going to take a look at the most popular ones. First one I'm going to look at is personification. Personification. What did I call it? What did I call it? Yes, personification. Okay. Personification. So let's see what that is all about. So this is personification. That's the first example. And personification attributes human nature or human qualities. Human nature or human qualities to abstract or inanimate objects. It personifies something that is not a person. Turns something that is not a person to become like a person. That is the meaning of personification. For example, we often use phrases like howling wind, dancing leaves, or we say the time flies. But does the time have does it have wings? No, it doesn't have wings. So time has no wings, definitely. Or we say time flies. It's birds that fly. So definitely, we are using the quality of animate object to qualify an inanimate object. Yeah. Are you there now, everyone? Oh.
No, sir. No, sir.
Who says no? What is the matter? Yes, who is that? Is that Joanna? Yes, what is the matter? Let me hear.
I don't know.
Oh, you joined late. Problem. I'm going to give you the video. Yesterday I couldn't produce the video due to network, but I want to believe today the video should come out. So what we are looking at is figures of speech. What did I say we're looking at?
Figures of speech.
Okay, so Joanne, can you read the definition of figure of speech from your notebook?
It is an integral part of any language which are used extensively, not only in our day-to-day speech, but also in written text and oral literature.
Okay, so that means we're talking about an important way of communicating. That is just the meaning of what you have read. So, and we communicate with language, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue. Yes.
Our work of phrases used in a distinctive way to produce a rhetorical effect.
Okay, we said we use it to produce a rhetorical effect, and that means that we use it to produce an effect to what we mean. So what we are reaching is not what we mean. And you were here when I was saying, if I say I am hungry, I can eat the whole house. Repeat that statement, Joanne.
If I am hungry, I can eat the whole house.
Now, when I said I am hungry, I can eat, does it mean I want to eat the house?
No.
Okay, that is just what figure of speech mean, okay? Now you can continue. Even if you are not through with the notes, I'm going to provide the video later. Yeah, here we're looking at personification as an example, a type of figure of speech. Personification is an attribute, attributing human nature to something that is not human. Class, oh Bella, can you mention something that is not human? That is not an animate object, that is not an animal, not human, not animal. Can you mention something, Bella?
Plant.
What do you call it?
Alien.
I can't hear you.
Alien.
What is the meaning of alien? Okay, what I'm trying to say is that you should mention an object that has no life. Like table, like pencil, like book, like shoes, like clothes, like whatever. You understand me now? So if you now put the quality of something that has life and you put it into something that has no life, that is personification. That is what?
Personification.
For example, when you say a dancing leaf, the leaves are dancing on top of the tree. Something that is not an animal, and you make it become like an animal, behavior of an animal. So animals can dance, people can dance. So you can now say leaves are dancing. Then definitely you are putting inanimate object in the position of an animal. You get that now?
Yes, sir.
Now, you say the howling wind. Wind doesn't speak, or because we talk about the sound it produces. We say it's howling, and we say time flies. And does the clock in your room fly?
No.
Okay, so it doesn't fly, but because we say time flies, so we are personifying that object. Now let's look at these some examples of personification in sentences. The opportunity knocked at his door. Yeah, when you had a knock at your door and they said the opportunity is knocking, are you going to see somebody knocking the door?
No.
Okay, the plant in our house silently begs to be watered. Are the plants actually begging the person?
No.
Okay, lightning danced across the skies. Have you seen lightning in the sky before?
Yes. No.
Who said no? Bella, you've not seen lightning in the sky before.
I've seen lightning.
So who said no? She tell me, good morning, I can't see your face. Let me see your face. Okay, so lightning dance across the sky. Lightning is an inanimate object, a lifeless object, even so. Now, say it dance across the sky. Then the wind howled in the night. Oh. So I'm going to bring in more examples here. The next type, I'm hearing background noises from one of you, like maybe you are not in a stable situation there. I don't know. The next one I want to look at, I'm hearing underground noises. Would that be from Bella or Ngozi? Let me try. So I want to detect who is the person with the underground noises. Ngozi, that must be from your side. So I think I just muted. I've muted Ngozi. Noise reduced drastically. So anyway, the next example we're going to look at, then we round up the class for today, is metaphor. What's the? Let me unmute. Isaiah, what's the first example that we looked at?
The
First type.
the opportunity.
No. The first type. First type of figure of speech.
Personification.
Personification. So we're going to look at another type now. We're going to look at another type. So are you ready for another type? Okay, the second type we're looking at here is metaphor. 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 So, can you hear that? What is the next example I said we're looking at?
Metaphor.
Metaphor. Okay. So, metaphor is used for implying.
Metaphor.
It's used for implying a comparison between two things. Used for implying a comparison between two things that have something in common, but are in general different from each other. They have something in common, but in general, they are not the same. They are not the same. They're not the same. So, sorry, you can unmute yourself now. But, can you unmute yourself? So, metaphor is used for implying a comparison between two things that have something in common, but in general, they are different from each other. Some examples of the usage are as follows. Number one, it is raining cats and dogs. Yes, if you hear the statement like, if you hear a statement like it's raining cats and dogs, Shekemi, unmute yourself. Yeah, Shekemi, have you heard something like it rains cats and dogs, something like that before? I'm waiting.
Yes.
Okay, so, and if you have ever heard that before, and when you look outside, are there cats and dogs falling from the sky?
No, sir.
Okay, definitely. So they are just using it to like state the level of rain, how heavy the rain is. It is the star of our class. That's the second example. Can you read that, everybody?
He is the star of our class.
He is the star of our class. Yes. So does that mean there is a star in the class that everyone is looking at?
No.
But we're trying to talk about the best students of the class. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good. Then life is a highway. Do you know the meaning of highway? Like express, like express, okay? That's what they call highways. Then now say, life is a highway. If you say life is a highway, that doesn't mean life is what you can see. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If this now say, our heights were diamonds. Our heights were diamonds. That doesn't mean there is diamond in our eyes. Our eyes were diamond. So what do you think that means? Our eyes were diamond.
Eyes are fine.
Our what? Fine. Okay, yeah.
Beautiful.
Trying to say they were as beautiful as diamonds. Okay. So thank you very much. We're going to be rounding up the class now. Because of our time, I'm going to be rounding up the class, and when next we meet, we're going to continue, or probably we'll look at another topic based on our skill. So, thank you very much for joining the class today, and do have a nice time. I'm going to get you the video, even if you're not so can I hear all of this?